As an author, you need to be creating content on the go so that you're saving time and effort later on. We want to make sure we're using all the time possible, those little pockets of time, so that you have more of a life outside of your author work. One of the ways to do that is to film whenever possible. And sometimes that means filming inside of your car, whether you are going to be sitting there eating your lunch and filming, or you're going to be getting B-roll footage while you are driving, or hopefully you're a passenger inside of the car. There's a lot of different things that you can be doing while you are, in that vehicle to save time and effort later on. One of the ways that you can be creating content inside of your vehicle is by mounting your phone via a headrest mount so that you can get that content creation. And I've done videos on it both here and over on the main channel, youtube.com/KMRobinson, where I talk about technology and social media growth. And you can be creating content through a headrest mount. So all you have to do is attach this between the bars of the headrest, and then you can either sit in the back seat and have that recording you while somebody else is driving, or you can attach it to the front seat and film out of the front of the car. You can even turn yourself around and sit against your dashboard so you've got the big open windshield as your pretty background in the content you're creating. So you can do this for B-roll footage of you while you're sitting and hanging out and having your lunch and talking to people. You can film it while, one of the things that I do is when I'm waiting for someone in a store, I'm filming while I'm in the car waiting. If you are driving, you can get that beautiful B-roll footage out the front of your car. And if you angle it correct, you can get yourself driving from like a behind side angle, which is elite. You have the ability to do a lot with this. So it's just a very simple little device that is spring-loaded. You're going to attach it between those headrests. And then because this one does not have the extendable arm like the other one we discussed, it may even lead to steadier B-roll footage while the car is on. Now, of course, when it comes to this, it is going to be slightly shaky footage if your car engine is on, and if you're moving, it's going to bounce a little bit more. You want to turn your car off if you want that quiet, steady footage, because your motor will get picked up on your microphone, but you have the ability to override some of those things, and in editing, you can do a lot to remove some of that noise and shake as well. So your goal here is to be able to film content, B-roll content of you driving, B-roll of what's going on outside of the windshield, front or the back of the car. You want to make sure that you have footage of you talking or having conversations. Last summer, I adopted puppies, and so I would do a lot of training, which means I would sit in the back of the car with the puppies. And so while I was waiting for other people to go in stores and do things, I would sit there and I would record in the back of the car with the puppies to make sure I could be a good dog mom while I was home. I could spend my time with them. But in the car, while they were sleeping on my lap, I was getting my work done in the car. If you go back to last year's footage, you're going to see a lot of videos on all of my channels in the car, in the backseat of the car, because I was managing the time that I had. So having that in your car, just tucked away, it's not going to bother anybody, it's not going to get anybody's way. Having that there allows you to be able to just kind of turn it and get that B-roll footage, or do whatever you need for B-roll footage. It also allows you to film direct to camera videos while you're there because you're leveraging those pockets of time. So I really like the device. I, again, have told you about one with an extending arm, which gives you a much greater range of motion and view. I really like that one, but it does, if the motor is on, it's going to have a little more shake because of the extending arm. This one's attached directly to it, so it's a little bit steadier if the motor of the car is going to be on. So take those things into consideration. I'm going to link that down below for you. I will link to the other ones as well. And if you've got questions on other technology to help you level up, whether you're creating in the car or on the go or in your home, now is the time to drop those. I have a full tech playlist for authors, but I have an even better tech playlist for entrepreneurs and content creators over on the main channel. So I'll link all those things down below, but I am constantly looking for new tech for you to use, like my rolling screen, like some of the colorful lights and things, to help you level up, to save time, effort, and stress, and make sure your content is way better, way faster, so you can have a life while also living your best author life. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.